Shalom and Namaste everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Sindoor operation. Now I'm not going to talk, exactly what happened in the Sindoor operation. I want to talk more about what we as the nation of Israel, as the country of Israel, can learn from Bharat while you guys are facing the same issue that we're facing. Just before that, I want to remind everyone that Israel right now is, this is the 619th day for Israel to be in a crazy war that we did not wanted. And also now we have all these problems with Iran. Sorry, Bharat, for your gas money, gas pricing maybe rising up, but with all due respect, we're trying to liberate the people of Iran, put the lion back on the flag and make sure people who constantly saying they're gonna kill us, not gonna kill us. That simple. For those of you who doesn't know what Sindoor operation, what was the reason of Sindoor operation? India suffered a crazy, disgusting terror attack where the terrorists didn't just killed everyone without noticing. They made sure one by one, they walked to every person, made sure to check if that person is part of their ideology. They made sure if he's Muslim, does he know the specific prayers and does he the right type of Muslim according to them. For those of them who weren't, they killed them. This is just to prove to you that we can call it like a terror attack, but that was so systematic and so problematic. So India, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna say India and Bharat a lot. I do try to change my vocabulary to the actual name of this country. So Bharat did immediately a reaction to prove that you cannot mess with the innocent civilians, and in general, you cannot mess with India. It's not working like this. Let's start with the good things that I've seen in India, that what Bharat immediately did. So first of all, the sending drones and sending missiles directly to the specific areas where the terrorists are, making sure that civilians and even the Pakistani army are not a part of the impact of the people who will be hit because of that. This is something beautiful. This is also something Israel is always trying to do, but unfortunately, we both have the same problem with the same ideology, same radical ideology that use people as human shields. So it doesn't matter how much we're going to try to save innocent civilians on the other side, on the enemy side, we're still going to mess up occasionally because they're trying to make sure we will mess up. India reacted so quickly, so they control the narrative right now. Even though Pakistan immediately screamed, oh, the innocent civilians, India made sure very, very clearly that they are only targeting the problematic people. They are only targeting the innocent terrorists who committed terrible crimes, who practicing to commit even more terrible crimes, but the actual innocent civilians and the actual Pakistani army has nothing to do with this. India made sure everyone will be aware that this is a fight against the terror and not against Pakistan, the country. Super smart, super clever, super true. In a lot of ways, India don't really care what the public eye and the world gonna think about India. India is just saying, I'm gonna make sure my people are safe, thank you very much, goodbye. Israel, we don't have that privilege, let's call it like this, because Israel is a smaller country, because Israel is always being under a magnifying glass, because everyone always, a lot of people, a lot of countries always criticize Israel just because us being exist. It takes us longer. We're always trying to do more diplomatic ways, and then we're trying to, okay, we have to fight, so let's fight. But it takes us more time to react to terror attacks. This is something we need to learn from Bharat. The whole, I don't care, my people come first type of mentality. Amazing. Good job, Bharat, for real. This is so beautiful and important to see how much you care about your own civilians and how much you're taking care of the situation on that matter. Another thing that I loved about this operation is that India sent drones, sent rockets, it sent so many things that proven to the world that India is not only, how do we call it? Like, people look at India and call it like a nuclear nation. But India is so good in AI, in army intelligence, in all of that. And this operation make people aware that India has a big part in the army worldview game, if you want to call it like this. I don't know how to phrase it. It just proved to people that India is so much more than what people thought it was. It's not the whole stigmas about a third world country, which, by the way, this is why I'm always saying I love the fact that you have this, you keeping it such a low, like calm thing, and then you show people how incredibly talented you guys are and how many things you guys developed on your own and how much you're taking care of every single problem. That was so smart. That operation was so technologically advanced. Absolutely beautiful. Something that also Israel is doing. You guys know about the People operation, but also there are a lot of things Israel is also doing, advancing in high-tech army stuff, which is something sometimes Israel and India are working together, and I hate the fact that we need to work together on that. I hate the fact that there is an issue like that. But I hope to see a lot of more Israel and India working together on that matter, because we do have the same enemy. And the thing I love the most about the Sindoor operation is the name Sindoor. Just like Israel is always giving operations named from the Bible. And India calling it Sindoor just proven that this is not just like a revenge thing. It has something so much more deeper than that. History has meaning. Our holy words, our holy symbols have meaning. Our roots, our ancestors. This just proven to us that there is a reason of why we're doing those things. Why are we fighting to make sure our people will be safe? This is absolutely beautiful. And when I heard that name, I felt like, okay, it's not just like they're gonna show you, oh, India is a big nation, don't mess with India. It's India is a big nation because India is making sure her history is still important. I absolutely love that name. I do want to address also some things that might be a little bit problematic because of this operation. And when I'm saying this operation, again, I'm always comparing it to Israel and Bharat together. First of all, the giving more taxes or more money to security. This is very important. I'm not saying it's not. However, this money is taken away from other places that can be for like educational purposes, health, things like this. The second a country is in a war, a lot of other things are putting in the back burner, which is very, very problematic and very sad. I do understand why it's very important to make sure they will be able to financially support attacks like this and defense like this. But it is, in a way, also affecting the innocent civilians of our country. Not as a bad thing, but this is just a side note, something we need to address. Now, if we're talking about the innocent civilians who are being hurt, even if India said that in Sindoor operation, they tried everything they can to not hurt innocent civilians, just like the way Israel is doing, we're fighting the same group with the same mentality who use people as human shields, and this is why they're using them, and all of a sudden they're spreading the pictures of sometimes not even real pictures of dead children, dead people, and saying this is what India did, this is what Israel did. They kill innocent people, fight them. We need to be very careful, and we need to be very open about our intentions of only fight the problematic people, because then it is more difficult for the world to blame us for other people hiding behind a baby, which is something they're actually doing on both sides, both the Pakistani and the Palestinian and the Iranian, the radical regime of Iranian, like they're all doing the same thing. It's very problematic, and we as more, I would like to call it more civilized people, need to be aware of that issue, need to be very careful of that. So if we're gonna summarize everything I just blabbed about, I believe that from the Sindoor operation that Bharat did, Israel can learn, let's go like 3 major things. First of all, react immediately. Don't care what the world say, because right now we're focusing on ourselves and making sure our people are safe. Amazing thing that India did. Controlling the message. India was, you know me, if you've seen my live streams, you know sometimes as Middle Eastern, we're going from 0 to 100 really quick, but India was so calm about this. India made sure everyone will be aware. Our message is just, they cannot hurt our civilians, period. In that way, Israel is kind of trying to do the same while we're saying that the war that we're having right now, the main goal is bring back the hostages and stop Hamas from destroying and killing more innocent civilians. But I think Bharat did it in a much more, much smarter way. And the last one, which is kind of something I can see right now with Iran versus Israel type of thing, is that Bharat combined so many technologies together. We're talking about not just planes and tanks and all of that, but like not just weapons, cyber warfare, drones, GPS systems, all of that India used together to create the best operation, to be very, very specific to the point. Something that Israel is also trying to do right now, and I'm saying trying because India proven that it could be in a beautiful way. So I think we're the Israelis, we need to learn how to do it in a much better way, and we have a lot from India. We have a lot of things we need to learn from India. I think I need to apologize if this video was not coherent or whatever. I am so sorry. Just a quick explanation, because some people ask me for like what's happening recently in Israel, and I was not updating this channel or my Instagram. I did not slept for the past 3 days because Iran fired all the ballistic missiles they had at Israel after Israel was making a great operation to make sure Iran will not have the nuclear weapon. They constantly brag about that the nuclear weapon who will defeat Israel, they call us the little devil. This is why sometimes you don't understand that they're talking about Israel. Yeah, so I'm on minus hours of sleep. I tried to make this video so many times, but there were so many alarms in the middle. It was just so annoying, so I filmed it and left and filmed it and left. So apologies that this video is coming way after the Sindoor operation. Yeah, but I'll try to, I hope everything will be okay. Please pray for the hostages to come back. I really hope everything gonna be safe and India and Israel will go back to be the amazing ancient civilizations that we used to be without the same radical ideology that is constantly threatened to destroy both of our amazing nations. I will see you next video. Later, everyone.